This is interesting right here. A list of the top things that make people uncomfortable. And it's wild to see the gap between men and women for so many of these. But I will tell you that the number one thing that makes both men and women both uncomfortable, it's the same thing.
What is it?
Being naked in a same-gender changing room.
That doesn't happen very often, I don't think.
It doesn't?
No.
Like at the gym? I guess it's the only place that would really take place, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, I guess for people, it's a good thing that is not something that happens very commonly because it makes so many people upset. But this is interesting. Who would you think is more upset? Would be more uncomfortable by that, men or women? If you had to guess,
Probably men.
Shockingly, no.
Really?
49% of men are uncomfortable being naked in a changing room, whereas 67% of women are uncomfortable being in a changing room naked.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought women were hyping each other up.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what
I
goes
thought
down.
the ladies are a little more accepting of the body.
Yeah, apparently not. I don't know what happens in women's changing rooms, but the ladies are not comfortable around each other. But for men, it's actually a 50-50 shot whether you're comfortable being naked. For example, Isaiah, I don't know about you, but for me, I'm very comfortable being naked.
I'm in the same boat.
Oh, okay. So we're not split at all. I'm barely clothed right now.
I mean, I go to the gym every day and shower at the gym. So
Yeah.
For me, I know that people aren't paying attention, so it doesn't really bother me too much.
Right.
Everybody feels the same uncomfortableness in there, and nobody wants it to last any longer than it has to.
Yeah.
So for that reason alone, I don't get too
I don't know about
worked up
everybody.
about it.
There's always one weird guy, But that's always I always think about.
I don't like to think about that guy.
No, but I just think that there's, my body's not the weirdest in there too. I always think about that. It might be now. Never mind. But okay, so the number two thing that made people uncomfortable was crying in front of a friend. But as you can imagine, in this case, it made men way more uncomfortable than women.
I could imagine that.
Would you be more, I guess you're comfortable being naked, so you'd probably be more uncomfortable crying in front of a friend, right?
I think that what I would be even more uncomfortable with is a friend crying in front of me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what to do if that happens. I don't know what to say. I have to stand in front of them and be like comforting.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that is.
That wasn't listed here as one of the options, but that's so true.
I would rather be the one crying.
Yeah.
Than have to stand there and be like, it's okay. You don't have to cry.
Yeah.
Like the first time you cried in the studio after I roasted you, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, you'd think after it's happened so many times, you would eventually just become used to it.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see. Next up was having to share a bed with someone of the same gender. Yet again, men way more uncomfortable with that than women.
I don't get that, but
me neither. You
I
never
don't mind
had
that at all.
sleepovers or whatever as a kid?
Yeah, me and my friends.
I
growing up
struggle to think of the situation now as an adult where that would come up, but for men, 42% uncomfortable with that, where just 21% of women. Let's see. Also, we have saying "I love you" to a friend of the same gender, which once again, shockingly, men way more uncomfortable with that. 45% versus only 17% of women. And this is the funny one to me. Would you be uncomfortable applying sunscreen to your friend's back?
No. I do that like every weekend.
You do that for me?
I do that for you, yeah. I do it every weekend for my friends when we go to the pool.
When I'm looking down the list, that might be the top one that feels weird to me, even though, like, if you asked, I guess I would. It would just feel weird. But 42% of men uncomfortable with that, just 10% of women.
Yeah, that doesn't feel weird to me at all. I do that literally, I do that every Saturday. So that isn't weird for me.
You just gotten used to it, I guess.
Wasn't that a great Riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.